Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's episode, I am back in the garage grow space and I am trying to finish off planting my seedlings that I had in my little plastic bag growing on paper towels. If you'd like to see what's left in the bag that I need to sow inside the greenhouse, stay tuned. I don't have, hello everybody. How you all doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I have my plastic bag and I only have just a handful of seeds left. Let's see how many seeds I have left in here. Let's see. We're going to take them all out. These seeds were the last ones in this bag. I have 7 seeds left in this bag, and it looks like maybe only one is actually trying to germinate. And I am at the point now where I am going to have to start seeds all over again because these seeds do not appear to have been viable. So I'm just a little disappointed. My Turkish eggplant have not done anything. My purple tomatillo does not appear to have done anything. I'm looking at them. I know you all cannot see, so let me turn you down. I don't want you looking at me because that's not why you logged on. Y'all want to see what I'm doing in the garden. So let me show y'all. Let's look down. Come on, let's look down. Okay, so I've opened up the Turkish eggplant. And these seeds, I know you all probably can't see, a few of them look like they're beginning to rot. 2 of them have puffed up, but nothing has germinated out of them. So I need to take them off of this paper towel and take those 2 that look like they're not rotting and get them on a fresh paper towel because I don't want rot around the seeds. This is the purple tomatillo, and these seeds have puffed up. They're very tiny, but I don't see any germination at all. This one does not need to be replaced. It doesn't show any rot. This is the Black Beauty eggplant, and I do hope you all can see. These seeds are really small. The Black Beauty eggplant, the seeds are turning a little dark. Doesn't appear to have any rot, but there could be some rot on there. At least that one, but no germination on this Black Beauty eggplant. So I'm not happy with that at all. This is the, I said this was a purple, but this one, no, this is the pineapple tomatillo. This is the purple tomatillo. The first one I showed you was the pineapple. Oh, yes, I have, oh, look at there. I have 3 out of 4 that have germinated. So this one is going to go in some soil. They're very, very tiny. Can you all see that? Very, very tiny. So I'm going to put that in some soil. That is a purple tomatillo. This one looks like the mouse melon. I hope it is because now I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is the mouse melon. It's kind of hard to read that writing. It has really taken a beating because it's been sitting in here for quite some time and it's blurry now. Trying to make sure that I don't tear anything. This is the mouse melon, and it appears that I have all but, I've got 4 that have germinated. The 5th one doesn't appear to have germinated. So I've got about, yeah, nope. I have 5 that have germinated, and that 6th one doesn't appear to have anything going on with it. So that is going to be put into some soil, and that looks like a Mexican sour gherkin. I'm sorry, Mexican sour gherkin is what that was. This is a poblano pepper, and it does not look like it is doing anything besides rotting. So I will need to start some poblano seeds all over again. 2 of these seeds look like they could be viable. The other 2, not so much. So I'm not going to deal with that. And this is a pepper. Let's see if I can decipher what it is because the wording has completely bled away. And I'm not certain what this is, but this seed, nothing is happening. It doesn't look like it's viable. I mean, literally, it has puffed up, but nothing is happening with this seed. And I don't know what it is because the writing has completely bled away on the paper towel. So I had Anaheim, I had poblano. I have to look at my pepper box, but I know I had Anaheim, poblano, and something else. I have to check and see what I put inside of the greenhouse. I do know the poblano is right here. That doesn't look worth anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pot up the purple tomatillo and the Mexican sour gherkin. I think I do have a cup down here. This is the Mexican sour gherkin cup. Sorry about that, y'all. I kicked y'all. I do apologize. I have a lot going on at my feet. I am trying to do a lot in the garage today. So I do apologize. So I'm just going to put some soil in here like that. Not a lot. And I'll show you how much I put in here in just a second. That's how much soil I have out of this entire cup. Not a lot. They're not going to be in here for a long, long, long time. Now I'm going to take these seeds that are not viable. I'm going to put them inside the greenhouse for right now to get them out of the way and off my little workspace. Now, I am going to place a little bit more soil in here, just a tiny, tiny bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit. And I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. That's how much soil I have. I didn't put a lot. I am going to take my rainwater that is on the floor. I have a pump sprayer. I'm going to spray this soil. Get it nice and moist, just like so. I want to make sure that it is moist. I don't want my seeds to dry out at all. Actually, these are seedlings. I don't want my seedlings to dry out. I'm going to check to see if there's anything flowing through. There's a little bit of water at the bottom, which is good. And this is my Mexican sour gherkin. You all, this is the first time, the very first time I have ever gotten Mexican sour gherkin to actually grow for me like this. So I'm excited about it. So I'm going to just take the paper towel and rip the paper towel. I am not going to try to free these from the paper towel. Now, the paper towel, in my opinion, can do two things. The paper towel can keep it moist. That way, it is continuing to wick up soil. And I'm just going to place that paper towel on top of the soil like that. Put this over here so that you all can maybe see a little bit. And so I'm just going to just take these off the paper towel like so. I'm just ripping them off. I hope you all can see. Let's see. Let's move this out the way. I want you all to be able to see as best you can. And I'm just tearing pieces of this paper towel away. That's one seed that did not germinate. I'm not going to throw that seed out. I'm going to put that seed in the soil. That seed might need a little bit more time. Sometimes your seeds need a little bit more time. Sometimes you are more impatient than that seed. That seed's like, I need more time. Give me more time. So I'm going to take these two seedlings right here, and I am going to place them on the soil just like that. Now I need to get my little gardening tools from behind me. They're tiny little tools that help me garden with tiny little plants. That way I'm not messing up anything. Now that is trash, and this is the one little seed that has not germinated. Now it could possibly germinate. It looks like it might germinate. It looks like there's an opening right there on the front. You all are not going to be able to see that, but it looks like there has a tiny little bitty opening right there at the beginning of that seed. So I believe this is going to germinate. So I'm going to place that seed right there on top of that paper towel. If it'll come off my finger, which is not trying to do. Come on, seed, let's go. Let me go. It doesn't want to let me go. It is hanging on to my finger for some reason. I don't know why, but it is hanging on. Come on, seed, let me go. It really doesn't want to let go. There we go. So I dropped it on top of that paper towel. Now, I have some little tools back here that I got in a kit last year, I want to say. And I am just going to press it down. I'm going to press that paper down on top of that soil like so that that paper towel has contact with that soil. And then what I'm going to do, I'm not going to try to lift these seedlings up at all. I'm going to leave them as they are. And then I'm going to top this with just a little bit of soil, just a little bit, just to cover them up, just a tiny bit. And they will find their way through this soil. I'm just going to lightly cover. I want to cover up that paper towel. Lightly cover. I don't want to hurt anything. Come on, lightly, lightly. Come on, lightly, lightly. It's barely coming out, y'all. Y'all probably think I'm just shaking, but it's barely coming out. I'm just trying to lightly cover that paper towel. Come on, lightly, lightly. Come on, come on. Oops, I got it on the table and not on the, there we go. Lightly covered with soil, just like that. Now I'm going to take this rainwater and I'm going to just lightly mist just to take away any air pockets over those, around those seeds, over and around those seeds. Just take away those air pockets just like that. I'm not spritzing it real hard to hurt anything, just like that. Now I do have a little water in the bottom of that cup, which is a good thing. Now I'm going to take some vermiculite and I am going to lightly sprinkle over those babies, just like that. Lightly sprinkle over those babies. And they will find their way up and out of that soil and into the light. Now I need to get my marker and put today's date on it. It already has what it is because I'm reusing this cup. And in the greenhouse, it's going to go. You all probably can't see the greenhouse. I hope you can. But I'm going to place it right there inside the greenhouse in that little spot right there. All right, that's the Mexican sour gherkin. Now, the last seed was that little bitty purple tomatillo. I mean, it is tiny little bitty seedlings. I mean, 3 out of the 4 have germinated. And I really hope that I have another tomatillo inside of the greenhouse somewhere. I can't guarantee that I do. So what am I putting in here? Purple tomatillo. Okay, so you put your date, you put your label, because I have one thing in this greenhouse that I did not label for some strange reason, and I don't know what's in this little bitty pot, this little cup, and I'm kicking myself. It's a pepper, but I don't know what kind of pepper it is, and I'm just kicking myself because I was in such a hurry one evening that I did not label that cup how I need to have labeled that cup, and I'm just kicking myself. So I'm going to take these little seedlings off of here like this. I hope you guys can see. I'm just tearing off little pieces of this paper towel. And this paper towel will disintegrate. It will break down. But I do not want to hurt my little bitty seedlings. So this is what works for me. I'm just going to tear the paper towel and lay it on the soil, just like so. Like so, like so. There we go. Up. It's trying to pick itself up as I'm trying to move and adjust this one. Now I'm also going to take this little bitty seed right here. This doesn't appear to be germinating in any way. I don't see any germination on this seed, but we're not going to throw it away because it could surprise us. So I'm just going to place that little bitty seed on that paper towel. And same thing, these are tiny little bitty germinated seeds. Tomatillo seeds are very tiny. So I am just going to put a little bit of soil over here in the corner, like that. And I'm going to take my tool up here and I'm going to push it lightly, just flick it over the top of my little bitty seedlings. Just flick a little bit over the top of my little bitty seedlings just to cover up that paper towel. We're going to shake it. We're going to shake it like that. Settle it in, settle it down, and we're going to flick it over here on this corner because we got a little bit of paper towel showing. We don't want that paper towel showing because we want to make sure that that paper towel stays moist. And if it's up under that soil, touching that soil, it'll be moist. So we're going to lightly spritz it, lightly spritz it. We try not to kill anything. We just lightly spritz it. We want to take that air pocket away from that baby seedling, and it is covered up. So we're going to take some vermiculite and we're going to do a little bit of vermiculite, a little bit over the top like that. And that's it for me tonight. That's it. That's all. That is it. That is all. That's all I have. Now, the seeds that did not germinate, I am going to take these seeds and I'm going to put them in some soil, but I'm also going to sow some more seeds inside of this plastic bag because these seeds, just for whatever reason, are not trying to germinate for me. This pineapple tomatillo, uh, it can go back in the bag because there's nothing wrong with this particular paper towel. And these seeds are, they don't seem to be rotting in a way anyway. So that's going to go back in here and perhaps maybe they will germinate. But the Black Beauty eggplant, the Turkish eggplant, I don't know which particular pepper this is, the poblano pepper, all of these seeds will need to be restarted. I am not satisfied with these. I am only going to keep one of these poblano seeds because it appears that, there were there were 6 of these. It appears that 2 of these seeds are not viable. So here's what I'm going to do. I don't have to take these other seeds off. So I'm going to take these seeds out of here because I don't like how they look. I don't like how they look. So they're going to go. They're going to go bye-bye. And I have open this up. We're going to move this seed down like that. And we're going to open up this paper towel. Come on, paper towel. Act like you have some sense, please. It does not want to completely unfold for me. I feel like there might be more peppers up under here, which there shouldn't be, but no, there aren't. Okay, there we go. So I have 3 poblano pepper seeds right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them over just like that. I'm going to take this piece of paper towel away. And this is the poblano pepper seeds. And I'm going to show you one more time. They don't look like they are not viable, but they're not doing anything. They should have already germinated by now. Pepper seeds are slow, but they should have germinated by now. So I'm going to give them a little bit more time before I completely give up and say I need to start those over. Now, again, I don't know what these seeds are. So I need to go and figure out which ones these are and then replant those. The Black Beauty eggplant seems to be a bit of a bust. Those seeds look like they are, at least 3 of the 4 look like they're rotting. They look dark. I'm not certain about those. And then, of course, the Turkish eggplant, which I'm very disappointed at. I have 3 of the 4 that look like they are possibly rotting as well. So I need to replant my eggplant. This will be the 2nd or 3rd year that I don't have eggplant if I cannot get this to work. So, all right, everybody, that is what I'm doing in the garden today. Well, the garden grow space. I hope you enjoyed this video of me potting up a couple of the last few seeds that I have growing inside the house in the little greenhouse Ziploc bag project. That's all I have today. So a lot of people are getting into gardening right now. And so for many people, finances may be an issue. I want to share something with you. If you have the means to get your eggs in a paper carton like this, I believe this came from Costco. If you have a paper carton like this one that eggs came in, you can use this to start seeds. You can use this to chit your potatoes. You just sit your potatoes up in here and allow them to chit. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this for potatoes. I've had trouble overwintering my potatoes that I've harvested from the year before and being able to save them over for the next growing season. I put them in the bag and they dry up and they start chitting, but they dry up and they don't do well. So I'm going to try to keep this and use this to put my potatoes on to see if I can use this to save my potatoes, because putting them in the actual potato sack that they came in is not helping me out at all. But you can put soil in here and you can use this like a soil block and start use some seeds, and then you break it off and plant the whole thing in whatever container or in the ground that you have in order to start your seeds. You can use this as a soil block. or you can use a soil block. I got this on sale at the end of the season many years ago. I want to say I got this thing maybe 3 years ago. It is dirty. It is dusty. I have never used it. I've never taken it out of the box. Maybe one day I will use it, but this is a soil block maker. It was inexpensive. It was one that, like I said, I found it on sale at the end of the growing season. And I said, I would love to try it. And so far, it's been probably 3 years and I have yet to try it. So this will be something that I will probably give a try at some point, not now. But I'm going to take it out of the box. Like I said, I have never used it. I don't think I've ever even taken it out of the box. Let's look at it together, y'all. Let's look at it together. I don't even know. It doesn't come with any paper instructions. It says lock and unlock. How that works, I don't know. I'm going to have to read the instructions, y'all. There we go. Lock, unlock. Okay, so it is a very small. See, I won't have to figure it out. I may have to go online and figure this out because I do not know. Now, I know you can make 2 different types of soil blocks. You can make small individual ones, 4 small individual ones, or you can make 1 large block. That much I do know. But how you open this thing up, baby, I don't know. Oh, hello. If I turned it far enough, it would unlock for me, huh? So here we go. It doesn't seem like that's right. That seems wrong. Y'all, that's what I get for not. No, that's right. Looks terrible though. That's what I get for not figuring this out and not using it. So it looks like you scoop your soil in here and you put this on and you lock it into place. That will make a big soil block. If you want to make small 4 little soil blocks, it looks like you scoop them in here and you scoop the soil in here, press it, pack it in and press it, and then you push the plunger and then they'll pop out. That's what it looks like. But don't get me to lying, because that's what it looks like. But I will have to go on their website and take a look and see how this works. It looks like that's how it works. If you want to use 1 big soil block, you unlock it and take that out. Scoop it in, place it on a hard surface, and then press down, and it will leave an indentation at the very top of the soil block. And then you have 1 big thing of soil that looks kind of like an upside down red solo cup. And then you're putting that little seed inside the indentation on the bottom like you would a solo cup. Let me show y'all a solo cup. Hang on a second, y'all. We're going to do a lesson here today. It looks like an upside down solo cup, right? It puts an indentation up here. When you press it down, it puts a little indentation because of that thing right there. And then you put the seed in that little indentation right there. And then you set this whole soil block in a tray. And then you water that tray, and that seed will grow out of this big soil block. This shape will be the soil block, and the top will be the indentation. Your plant will grow from there. But if that's not what you want, so that's probably why I didn't use this thing as of yet, y'all. See, there's a reason why I hadn't used it yet. Close it up. There was something was crawling on my leg. You close it up. You scoop soil in the bottom, pack it in real good. Then when you think you got it packed in nice and firm, because it has to be firm, then you press that plunger at the top. And then I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's got those little things that'll push out the soil blocks. It'll be as long as this, but it'll be 4 individual long little soil blocks. And then that will make a small indentation in the top of those soil blocks. Then you put your seed in there and let it germinate just like that. Can y'all see that? That's what it'll look like. And so I have not used this because I thought to myself, self, that seemed like a really good idea because it has more soil than what I've seen in those really pretty metal soil blocks that cost a lot of money. Because those don't hold a lot of soil, and they come in 3 different sizes, if my memory serves me correctly. But I thought, you know what, this might be a better bet because it holds as much as a upside down solo cup, pretty much. And so I hadn't used it yet because I didn't have any reason to at the time. So I haven't done it. But let's get back to what I was doing because I got distracted. But I wanted to show you that you don't necessarily need a soil block maker because as you can see, I have not used this bad boy. And I need to because that's a waste of money and that's my fault. You can use an egg carton, and it doesn't have to be a biodegradable egg carton. You can use whatever egg carton you have if you buy eggs. But if you buy eggs in a styrofoam container or a plastic container, you can use that as a soil block, but you have to take that soil out and take that plant and put it in either a solo cups, you have to up pot it if it's not time to put it outside in the soil because you will not have a lot of soil when you're planting in something like this. That's why I like using the solo cups because you will have an opportunity to have whatever size solo cup you have. That's how much soil your plant will have. That's all the room you need to get it going, get it ready to go outside and acclimate it, and then get it acclimated and in to the ground. So let's get back at it. Thank you for joining me in the Garage Garden Green Space today. I want to say again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you who watch my video, who leave me comments, who share my video, who subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. It shows me you enjoy my content. I am in no way a professional. I don't teach you how to garden. I show you how I'm gardening. And if you are learning something from my experiments and my little experience, I'm greatly willing to share what I've learned and what I know from my grandparents. So again, thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you either in my garage grow space, my kitchen canning, or in the backyard in the food forest real soon. So until the next time, bye bye for now.